What's going on, y'all? It's your girl Jasmine, aka Jazz Work From Home. I got my scarf on, and we're gonna get into our video, our mini series about basically if you want to be successful, you need to. One of the ways you need to be you can achieve success is being careful who you are dating, who you are being intentional with when you are choosing a partner. Okay, because so many of us as women, we choose the wrong guys because we don't recognize toxic patterns. And I'm using the movie Twilight. We're using the movie Twilight as an example, okay? So in this one, we were talking about Jacob, right? Bella has no boundaries whatsoever. Now you choose to be with Edward. Okay, you have these feelings for Jacob. You choose to be with Edward, but you don't stand on business because you're conflicted. I get it. She's conflicted. Edward left her for a season. She was hanging out with Jacob. She developed feelings for him, so she cared about him. At the same time, she don't want to make him upset, piss him off. She's conflicted. I love Edward, but I love Jacob too. However, you chose to be with Edward. So instead of making Jacob have some boundaries. Instead of standing on business and saying, yeah, I feel the way I feel about you, but we ain't gonna keep talking about our feelings here because I'm with him. She lets Jacob run all over her. He ain't got no boundaries. He don't care. He picking at Edward every chance he can get. He's touching her, and she's all like, yeah, Edward, it's okay. Like, this is my friend. Like, Edward, calm down. You're being like too much. You don't deserve to get upset. And half and half because Edward, he was toxic as well. It wasn't just Jacob. Jacob's toxic. Edward was toxic too. He did a lot of stuff to Bella. Okay. But however, if you're gonna choose to be with somebody, you need to respect boundaries. And Jacob, being the person that he was, he felt like he was entitled to Bella because he was there for her when Edward was not in the picture. Edward's in the picture, so he don't want to have no respect, and Bella don't want to have no respect either, because it's not just Jacob, it's her. She said, as a woman, you set the tone for the relationship. You set the tone for the relationship. I keep adjusting my scarf. That's right. You set the tone for the relationship. And it's causing problems because she's trying to please him. She doesn't want him upset. But at the same time, you chose to be with Edward. And what does this have to do with success? When you are constantly in a flight or fight response mentality mode, it's hard to think. It's hard to concentrate. Therefore, if it's hard to think, hard to concentrate, you're distracted, you're not focused, you're on a certain type of frequency that's going to keep attracting toxicity, negativity, failure. And a lot of women, they go through this with their toxic exes, or they leave somebody, they go find somebody else, they end up breaking up with that person, going back to their ex, and now it's a love triangle. Okay, I still have feelings for this new person that I used to be with, but however, I'm back with my ex. How are you going to have success? And you focus on too many things. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Bella was doing too fucking much in that goddamn movie. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sitting there like, damn, this is what happens when you don't know your worth as a woman. Because you shouldn't have been talking to neither one of them. But we're going to continue. We're going to keep continuing on with the series. Follow me in the next video.